Hello everyone, welcome to the wonderful world of gut health and culinary magic. Today we are diving into a revolutionary recipe that's taken the health and wellness community by storm. It is none other than Lactobacillus reuteri, fermented dairy. Not to be called a yogurt, it is in fact a fermented dairy. This powerful probiotic pack creation is designed to boost your microbiome, support your immune system, and even enhance oxytocin levels for a happier, healthier you. Now I'm just having some fun with this because I've got this new video editing software that I'm trying to use, and I've been making this yogurt. I like calling it a yogurt because it looks, tastes, and smells like yogurt. But I'm here to tell you this stuff is really hard to make, or at least it was hard to make because I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. At least at first I was just throwing my ingredients in my yogurt maker and hoping for the best, and well, I experienced about 6 failed batches before I actually got a good one. I started troubleshooting by reading through some posts on Reddit. In this Reddit group I joined, ReuteriYogurt is what it's called. I became privy to this stuff called stearamine. Now stearamine is a commercial sanitizing agent, and it's primarily used in the food service industry to disinfect food surfaces, utensils, kitchen equipment, stuff like that. And it comes in a form of a little blue tablet, and you can buy it off of Amazon really cheap. And I'm here to tell you this stuff makes all the difference in the world whenever you're making this yogurt. Now I'm going to show you some pictures of some contaminated stuff that I made, and I would never eat this. This here is a bad batch, and I actually got this contaminated batch on my first try. And by first try I mean this is a batch where I ground up my BioGaia tablets and I stuck it in my yogurt maker, and this was the result. And it is contributed to the fact that I did not sanitize any of my equipment properly. And I am also considering this separated batch here as contaminated. The whey has separated from the curds, and some people may say that the first time you make this stuff that the bacteria is coming alive and it's overactive and it will separate like this on your first try. And I just cannot buy into that, because I believe that you can get a nice, good, creamy, smooth batch like I was showing at the beginning of my video on your first try. So why wouldn't you want that on your first try? Why would you want a batch that has separated and has been created poorly? And then you're going to take this poorly created batch and use that as a starter to make more batches. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Now I can hear some people say, Dr. Davis says that separation on your first batch is normal. But what I believe Dr. Davis really means is very little separation on your first batch is normal. What you're seeing in the picture here is a highly separated batch. And to be honest with you, I don't really know what's inside of this batch. It could be 100% perfectly fine, but I bet it's not. But I have no way of proving that it's good or bad. The only thing I know is it did not come out the way it should on the first time. And it should have came out nice and smooth and creamy like I was showing at the beginning of this video. So moving forward, I cannot endorse using separated batches or batches that look weird. Don't make the excuse that it's okay. Throw it out, start over, do it right. So one of the other things I wanted to touch on was whether or not you should heat your milk up or not. Now, I'm using ultra pasteurized half and half made by Prairie Farms that I can get in my area very easily. For a half gallon there, it's like $8. So I'm using half of that per batch, which I can get into batch size here in a minute. But I'm not heating it up. And the reason I'm not is because basically I'm following Dr. Davis's formula. He says to use ultra pasteurized milk. He doesn't heat it up, and he gets good results. Now, I'm very efficient by nature, and if I don't have to do something, then I'm not going to do it. So if I can get good results, if I can get good, creamy, smooth yogurt on the first try without having to heat it up, well, naturally, I'm not going to heat it up. I'm not going to do something that I don't have to. So let me explain what's going on in the video right now. I'm making a batch from a starter, and I wanted to use between 30 and 45 grams from that starter. And if you watch the video, I got 42 with my spoon fill, so that's what I went with. Then I added a little bit extra milk, around 100 milliliters. Then I added 15 grams of inulin, which is 1 tablespoon. I stirred it up, and then I added another 900 milliliters of milk to make my batch size 1,000 milliliters, which is my preferred batch size. Anything larger than that, I was not getting good results. It was failing. Now that container will hold 2 liters or 2,000 milliliters, but I just was not getting good results with that large batch size. It wasn't until I reduced down to 1,000 that I was actually getting something good. So I'm sure some people out there got good results with a larger batch size. I just haven't had that experience yet. Alright, so I think I'm about ready to end the video. So the key takeaways here is ReuteriYogurt is extremely healthy. There's a lot of health benefits behind it. You should definitely attempt to try to make it. Make sure you're sanitizing all of your equipment with Stearamine, and try to keep your batch size around 1,000 milliliters. I'm definitely going to make some more of these videos because, for one, I'm trying to learn how to use this new video editing software. And if you have any questions, hit me up on Reddit. I'll post my username down in the comments. If you got any questions, leave me a comment or get a hold of me somehow. I'll be happy to answer them. I'm not claiming to be an expert in this subject. I'm just a guy that's done some research and a lot of troubleshooting and is just trying to make this stuff. And, well, thanks for watching.